So once again, it is Friday and it is time for another Rants review, and this time we're checking out a product from a Kickstarter, Micro Hero Hercules, a deck building roguelite solo game. Now, it has 4 mini expansions included, a 2-player co-op variant as well, and it can take about, it says, 20 minutes to 240 minutes, and they recommend 10 and up. This was a really interesting Kickstarter where they had a very low price for the product, and it was generally about getting it made and made in large quantities, and I think it was a very smart and successful idea. But it wasn't a US based program, it was out from like Europe, so I was really interested to see this get completed and sent out, and it has. So the box is a little thin, but again, you paid a very low cost for the game, so that's, I mean, what do you expect? You don't expect like the really expensive quality. They also sent this Clash of Decks promo card for Hercules for a different one of their games, which is really nice of them. You have a little rule set here, a little fold card. Very nice. And then you have the actual deck. Now, surprisingly, the deck appears to have a non-foiled pull tab, which when done very carefully, like that right there, is really easy to open up. And that is a nice feature that I did not know to expect to find in there. Got a Hercules card, supercharged, is raining cards. You got a game rule end of round steps card. It looks like a health tracker card, power and defense. And then you got a bunch of really colorful cards. A lot of multi-side. And then we have the actual deck. You can see it's got the, I guess the Hydra tails tied in knots. Very interesting. Well, let's figure out how this works. Okay, so in the game, you have your deck of trials, you have your value cards, you have your round card, you have wounds, techniques, you have training, and you have strikes. These cards gain you benefits when you're trying to use them, whether it be experience, defense, or attack. Then you have your hand that's going to be made of certain cards. So you're allowed to take specifically from this deck, not including the attacks, of course, 10 cards to build your deck. They recommend to start 4 training, 3 strike, and 3 block. And that will give you a good deck to start with. You can shuffle those up, add them to your hand. And then you're going to choose a trial to start, so we'll just do this one. And you're going to set the ranks. So it's got a defense of 6. So you line that up. It's got an attack of 4. And it's got a health of 11. So on your turn, you'll draw 5 cards. And so what you're going to do is you are going to play your cards down on your turn, building them up. Now, keeping in mind, the more you build them up, or replacement-wise, the more they'll have an effect. So, for instance, if I place this attack here, then for each round it stacks up, it's going to be worth more points as it continues along until you stack them all up. It's got an attack of 4, so to be able to be safe from the attack and not take a wound, I have to be able to have 4 defense each round. So So I'm going to play my second item is going to be training, followed by defense, defense, defense. So it's 1 point of defense, 3 points of defense, 6 points of defense. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points of training for experience, and then 5 points of damage. So unfortunately, I didn't do enough points of damage to affect the health of the birds. You have to do 6. Being at as the lowest I could possibly be, it didn't really help out, but I have 4 experience points to spend. So it costs 4 experience points to either buy a card, to upgrade a card, or place a card on top of your deck. I want to upgrade my attack card. This is the only way you get to flip the cards is by doing it like this. This card now has got a improved strike, a strike plus, so that card is going to be worth 2 attacks every time it's played, and every time it cascades up down the line. Because it's like 1 turn, then 2 turns, so this is basically be 2 attack, 4 attack, 1 experience, and so on and so forth. Now that we've kind of covered that, I spent all my experience. It takes its attack on me. Its damage is 4. My defense is more than enough. I do not take a wound. All of these cards go in my discard pile exactly as they were. They do not get reorganized or shuffled at this point. And then I draw 5 cards. So this time here, I've got quite a bit of good cards, but I really want to do a lot of damage. I'm going to take a wound. I know I'm going to because I don't have any wound cards there, any defense cards there. So let's put down the attacks. We put down technique train first. Put down attack, that'll give me 4 attack from that card. We'll put down attack here, will give me 6 attack, and so forth. So I should have 5, 3, and 6. So 5, 3, and 1. So that would be a total of 9 experience and 6 damage. So because of the damage, it's going to reduce the health down to 10 on the monsters. And then I will have a total of 9 experience to spend. You don't get extra points for it, so if you don't have it, that's just unfortunately the way it goes. I'm going to buy a block, put on top of my discards, and then I'm going to upgrade my strike again. So these cards all go in my discard pile. I have no defense, so I take a wound. That also goes on top of my discard pile. If you ever collect all of the wounds in the reserve, the game is over and you've lost. So it's really important not to take wounds. So my next hand is 5. So you can only do more than 1 hit point if you double or triple the amount of damage. Unfortunately, with this card, while it is double the damage, the most I'm going to get is 10. So it's better to put that in a position where it's going to be most beneficial. So if I put that at 3, it'll get through the defense, and it'll do 1 damage. So that'd be at the third part. So you put down that, train down for number 1. That's going to give me a total of 5 points. Then we have that there, 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 and there. So at this point, I am doing another point of damage, dropping it down to 9 health. I do have 5 points of training, and my defense is currently a total of 7. So I'm defending against the 4 attack. I'm not taking a wound this round, and I am doing a total of 5 experience. Again, I don't get to keep the extra experience, so I get to spend it for something that I want to spend it for. I will upgrade my block. And then add those to my new discard pile and draw again. So this time around, I have more options here. I need to get a 4 up, so this is definitely going to be in the 4th position. but I can do a little bit more now. So if I put that there in the 10 position, that's going to net me 10. If I get 2, I can do 2 points of health to it. So we'll put defense here at 4. That'll give me the 4 I need. And then we'll put this here in the 3 position, this in the 2 position, and the 1 position. So I am netting 4 experience. I have to do something with my cards. I am getting enough block to block the attack, and I'm also going to be doing 12 damage. So I'm reducing the health by 2. And now I get to upgrade a card or purchase a card. I'm going to upgrade another strike card to give myself a strike bonus, because the more damage I do, the faster I will get rid of this enemy. So 1, 2. So wounds are going to fill your hand with things that prevent you from able to do anything. And that's going to be like the reason why wounds kind of really suck for what you can do. I'm going to put an attack at 3, train at 5, defense at 4, attack at 3, experience at 2, and that should handle what I can do for now. So my defense is as much need to be doing from attack. I do have enough damage from the 3 for the 6 to go through the health to drop 1 more point, dropping it down to 6. And now I have a total of 7 experience. Unfortunately, not enough for 2 actions, but enough to, for instance, upgrade my training on this. And then I discard all these cards. New round. Up that experience. So enough damage to do 1 more hit on his health. I've got enough experience to purchase something or upgrade something. I will upgrade the experience again. And that is that round. New hand. So now things are getting pretty brutal. So I can put that down, and that would be a total of 18. So that's 3 hits of damage to the health, which is really cool. But if I do that, I'm not going to be able to defend against attack, and I'll have to take another wound. So I'm not going to do that. So I'll do it like this. This is still, flip that around. When you set this in play, you can't move around, but I just want to go through this with it, just to kind of explain it. So right now I've got the 10 from this and then 4 from that. That gives me enough for 2 more hits to health, which is nice. My block is at 4, defending myself from getting another wound, and my experience is 6, 7. Not enough to get another action, but enough to buy an upgrade or another card, so I will buy an upgrade to the technique. We're getting very close to finishing off these birds. So another wound card to hold me back. Okay, as it currently stands, that is going to be worth 10 experience. This is worth 4 block. This is worth 6 damage, so enough to hit it for another hit to the health. And the other training is going to give me another 2 experience, so I've got a total of 12. That means I can do 3 actions. So for instance, I can choose to upgrade this card. I can choose to upgrade this card, and then I can choose to place this card on top of my draw deck, which is another thing you can do. There are 4 experience points for each, but it's anticipate putting a card on top of your draw deck from your discard. You can specifically upgrade your cards, or you can purchase a card. Now it's the next round. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay. No experience this round, but that's fine. I don't need experience. We're getting this done. This right here is a total of 18 damage, enough to take it out, enough defense to defend myself from the attack. We're solid, we're good to go. This ends, he's defeated, and you would get the blessing of this card. The blessing is one of the attacks, defense, or experience, whatever you choose, and when you upgrade it, you get to use all 3 of them as either one card, which is really impressive, which is also really kind of cool. Now, the cards, once you've finished a round, you have a choice to purchase. Well, first, you have to reset all of your cards back to their base level, which means flipping them back top side up. And then you can choose 2 actions, one of which is you can choose to discard a wound or a training card to the reserve. You can also purchase one from the reserve. And now you reveal the next trial, and you deal with this one. So it's really easy to kind of play. It's very simple but cool. There's several expansions and options, that upgrades they included with the Kickstarter. So it's just a really kind of fun, cool game for you to want to play. Definitely worth checking out. Hope you guys like this. Hope we'll see you guys next time for our next Rants and Review.